Wingardium Leviosa. Let's see, what do I try to raise? I'll try to raise the camera and the tripod. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Come on. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wow. You know, it's not like this. I had some friends ask me to do a video on Wicca, because I've been on it almost 30 years, and I think I want to start with what it's not. Wicca is not about evil. It's not about hurting others. It's not about making your cows not give milk. It's not about forcing someone to do your will. It has nothing to do with the devil. In fact, there is no devil in Wicca. So, what is it? It is Wicca is a faith, that it is for witches. Witches are people who do generally what's considered by some, especially in Britain, it's considered white magic. It's actually helpful and healing. It can have strong ecological connections to it. And it's about a lot of old folk magic, which is pretty much based on thought and will and manifestation. In fact, when you do a spell, when you blow out a birthday candle, that in fact is a kind of spell, because you're making a wish, you're formulating it, and you're pushing the energy onto a candle. So, and then you're blowing it out to push it out into the universe. But in fact, it's a weird way. It's kind of like wishing and then stopping it. So anyway, it's a very balanced male and female creative force, seeing the God in all creation kind of faith. We believe that, just like the golden rule in other religions, if we hurt anyone, it comes back to us, and to do as little harm to anyone as possible. It's hard to live on this earth without damaging something. People need to eat, people need to walk on the ground, so you do damage some things, but the whole idea is to do the least bit of damage as possible. There's a lot of vegan and vegetarian Wiccans, and there are some that are omnivores who will eat meat. To each his own path. There's a lot of traditions within Wicca. It's not all the same thing. There's a similar structure, but every tradition is slightly different. There's a lot of individual thought and figuring things out in Wicca. There's no dogma, there's no kind of central authority. So there's a lot of wiggle room, and it's very much based on what I can see. It's very much based on trying to make the world a better place. using the God-given power to manifest, create things. We don't believe that you can do anything without the God and Goddess. They're always involved. They're in everything. They're within us. We don't think we're higher or lower than God. We're sort of one and the same. And the point is everyone is, so there's no better or worse than. Everybody and everything is God and Goddess. There's a little bit of back and forth. Some people agree, some people don't. There's a lot of discussion. People are still working through things. Wicca was started in, apparently started by a man named Gerald Gardner back in the, probably was somewhere in the 40s, but as it went, he just referred to it as witchcraft. But as it went on, it became more formulated. It had a certain construct, and people later on called it Wicca. I'm not really sure if he himself called it Wicca, but Wicca refers to, it's the old Anglo-Saxon word for male witch. It's Wicca is actually the way to call it. Wicca is the female name for a Wiccan woman. And yeah, it's all about folk magic. So okay, well that's it. As I said, it's a good path, and there's no evil involved. I'm not saying that there aren't some non-Wiccan witches that might do what's known as black or dark magic, forcing someone's will, but Wiccans, as a rule, don't harm. We have a saying, and ye harm not, do what you will. And what we send out comes back upon us. So Wiccan witches, they do no harm. Various other witches out there, I can't speak for them. Some will do good, some might not do good. Some might have no problem with the concept of controlling someone else, and some will. Witchcraft is like a knife. It's neither good or bad. It depends on how you wield it. It's sort of like saying, well, I guess I actually explained it well. Yeah. It's how you use something that determines if you're good or bad. But the whole concept of a thought begetting will, begetting focus, begetting manifestation is incredibly old and considered low magic with witches, Wiccans. Usually what we do is low magic, and by that it means very simple, easy folk magic, not a lot of bells and whistles involved, although we do have a construct. Yeah, there doesn't have to be a lot. You can be a solitary, you can be part of a coven, which is sort of just like a group, all united to do the same thing. And it's so cute, the seagulls are just having a bath. Anyway, so there's a lot of poetry and beauty in this path, and I have no problem with also being Christian, because I figure that Jesus himself never said anything about not doing what I'm doing. In fact, the Magi, the three kings, were three magicians, and they were all, from what I know, doing ceremonial magic, wielding energy and such. So that's about it. And I'm at the beach, as I said. I'm waiting for boyfriend to show up, and we're going to go do something else today. And I may have a few shots of the beach in here and some of the birds and the water. And I wish this haze would go away, though. All the fires from the mainland are really blocking out the sun, but it's still warm. I've just been sweating like a buckets. Women are not supposed to sweat, we're supposed to glow, but honey, I sweat. So, I don't know if you can see me. I hate to think my eye makeup is probably all smudged, but anyway, there's my eyes. As if it matters. Now, some people, they don't want to look at sunglasses all the time, but we still have a glare, even though it's hazy. So, there you go. There's Wicca, a simplistic sort of outline. There's a lot more to it. I will put links below about where to find out more about Wicca, and I hope you guys have a great day. Make this day what you want. Carpe diem, which means seize the day, and hopefully seize a little ice cream, maybe. That'd be nice. Okay, have a good one, and catch you next video.